The primary component of McDonald's plant-based burgers set the recipe in motion. This burger usually uses soy and peas as its main sources of protein. These items have been chosen because they have a high protein content and can be used to replicate the flavor and texture of meat. The selection of soy and pea proteins is essential because, in addition to providing a fantastic source of protein, they also readily absorb flavors, which is essential for producing a patty that will satisfy both vegetarians and meat lovers. Upon arrival at the factory, these plant proteins go through a rigorous inspection, ensuring the final product's quality. Purity, moisture content, and general quality of the proteins are examined to ensure that only the best raw materials go to the next stage of production. These strict quality control measures guarantee that each plant-based burger lives up to the company's and customers' standards. The plant proteins go to the blending stage after passing inspection. Here, a range of other ingredients are combined with the proteins to help create the distinctive flavor and texture of the burger. Among these additives are oils such as coconut or sunflower oil, which are utilized to mimic the texture and juiciness of a classic beef burger. At this point, natural flavors are also added, which contribute to improving the overall flavor profile. The exact measurement and blending of seasonings and spices ensures that each burger has a flawlessly consistent flavor. Giving the plant proteins its texture is the next step. This is an important step because it creates the meaty texture in the burger. The proteins are heated and forced through a device that exerts pressure on the mixture during a procedure known as extrusion. The proteins are aligned mechanically in a manner that resembles the fibrous structure of flesh. As a result, even people who typically consume meat will find the plant-based patty to be an enticing alternative because it has the same pleasant bite and chew as a standard burger. Following the extrusion process, the patty mixture takes on its well-known form. The mixture is formed into round patties by industrial machinery and is then prepared for cooking. The rising demand for plant-based choices are met by the manufacturing of thousands of patties per hour with the help of this equipment. Every patty is meticulously weighed and molded to guarantee that all burgers are of the same size and thickness to ensure they cook evenly on the grill. They proceed to the pre-cooking step once the patties are made. The purpose of this step is to help bind the ingredients and seal in the flavors by gently cooking the plant-based burgers. Patties are ready for freezing and later reheated in restaurants thanks to this first cooking step. Furthermore, it guarantees that the patties maintain their form and don't crumble while cooking. The patties are cooked just long enough to give them a crunchy exterior and a juicy interior. The patties are promptly cooled after the first cooking to maintain their freshness. The patties undergo a quick temperature drop by passing through a tunnel of cold air, all while maintaining their flavor and texture. The plant quickly cools the patties to ensure they're ready for the freezer. It is essential to freeze the patties, as this preserves their freshness and makes it possible for them to be shipped to McDonald's locations worldwide without going bad. To preserve the patty's quality, the freezing process is closely monitored. The burgers are cooled very quickly, in just a few minutes, to below freezing. Flash freezing is crucial because it stops big ice crystals from forming, which could harm the patty's texture. This method of freezing the patties keeps their texture and juices inside ready for when they're cooked at the restaurant. The patties are packaged and ready to be distributed after being frozen. To ensure that the supply keeps up with the rising demand, the factory can produce up to 10,000 plant-based patties every hour. Before being packaged, the patties go through one more quality check after they're frozen. In this quality control stage, weight, size, and shape consistency are checked. The production process removes any patties that don't live up to the high standards. To make sure the flavor and texture are perfect, samples are also taken from each batch and cooked. The patties are not packaged and sealed for shipping until they've passed these inspections. Another important step in making sure the plant-based burgers don't go bad on the way is packaging. To prevent freezer burn and contamination, the patties are packaged in a vacuum-sealed container. Automated devices in the packaging process can seal hundreds of patties per minute. Important information, such as ingredients and best-by dates, are labeled on every package. After being wrapped, the patties are placed in boxes and sent to distribution hubs, from which they're distributed to McDonald's locations worldwide. It's important to remember that sustainability is just as important to the development of a plant-based burger as flavor and texture. Compared to traditional meat, plant-based proteins often have a considerably less environmental impact since they require less land and water. Plant-based solutions are becoming more and more popular as a result of people looking for methods to eat the meals they love without increasing their carbon footprint. In response to the increasing demand for sustainable options, McDonald's introduced a plant-based burger option. Following delivery to McDonald's locations, the patties are cooked in the same way as a normal burger. Every customer gets a freshly cooked burger because the frozen patties are grilled to order. The goal of the grilling technique is to preserve the burger's interior juice and flavor while producing the ideal char on the exterior. The plant-based burger grills up almost exactly like a beef patty, with almost no noticeable distinction in taste or texture because of the meticulously crafted recipe and production process. Whether you're a vegetarian, looking to reduce your meat consumption, or just curious to try something new, you can now appreciate the innovation and craftsmanship behind every bite. Enjoy your plant-based burger.